Episode 2, Trilogy Media Podcast. Today we have Deka.
Deka himself!
And we're going to talk about stories. We're going to talk about his time with the CIA, NASA, Bugbusters, before Trilogy Media was even an idea. Some of the crazy, embarrassing projects that we did. And we have some things, too, couple little surprises about Art's past that we're going to bring to life.
The art of the Art Adventures of LA.
That wasn't at all what it was called, but you tried.
Great!
Deka, thank you for joining us, and thank you all for being here. Welcome to the Trilogy Media Podcast.
He said we don't need it.
You don't want to use it?
The headphones? You don't. I probably won't wear them. They're there if you want. It's whatever you prefer. You didn't know you were doing a podcast till literally 5 minutes ago anyway, so...
Either we're doing it all or we don't do it at all.
Why can't we all be our own individual person? Why do you have to just be like me?
Because it looks weird. One with the headphones, the other one is not.
Does it?
Yeah. Oh. Well, I saw
then don't leave them on the table. You love putting shit on the table and leaving it there. If you're not going to wear them, then put them down.
Makeup sex.
Wow.
It's fine.
Wow. He's going to fit right in. Yeah. I don't need them.
All right. Sounds
Don't
good.
unplug them. Don't fuck with cords. Just if you...
What? Because where are you going to put them?
On the ground. On the...
Step on it. What's the problem? Put it on the side.
Ruining everything.
Keep it simple.
We're rolling. Podcast with Deka in the house. Cheers across the room. The first ever...
Hey.
Oh, still on his dick. First ever
That's good luck
episode.
somewhere.
We sounding good? Oh my God. So beautiful. First guest of our podcast, by the way.
Wow. Very cool.
Wow. And you didn't know you were doing it.
That's the best part.
What
Thank
an
you.
asshole.
Thank you.
You know, it's probably good that he didn't know.
Yeah.
You know?
Because we're going to throw you under the bus.
Oh.
We need
Dickus.
not only a witness, we need a brother, we need a friend who actually put us together. Mm-hmm. Everything happened through you.
Mm-hmm. We recorded an episode a week ago. We're going to be recording every Monday for the time being. And you came up a lot because we talked about the origins.
You came a lot.
Mm-hmm. I do.
And while you've been coming a lot...
While you've been coming
a lot, you texted me last Monday, hey, brother boy, let's celebrate your birthday when you're coming. And as we're recording episode 1, I literally flipped the phone, and I see your face. And I was like, brother, I said so many things about my story, how we met. Yeah. Ashton said his story, how we met from his perspective. And I was like, the best perspective is Roger. He gonna tell if I was full of shit or Ashton is full of shit.
Memories came up, for sure. I would like to start with getting to the bottom of what the happened just before we started recording.
What happened?
So I'm going to set the scene, okay?
Yeah,
and I'm going to explain
Do it.
kind of where my mind is, because it's somebody's fault. And we're going to get to the bottom of it right now.
He loves to blame people.
I blame you when it's your fault. So anyway, we're setting everything up, and literally Roger's 5 minutes away, and then Art goes, look at his phone, and he goes, whoa!
I did not say, whoa!
And I'm like, what
kind of sound is
what
that?
now? And he says, oh, Raja thought we were just having dinner today for my birthday. But that was 3 weeks ago. He didn't realize we were recording a podcast today.
Yeah.
How does this happen?
Right.
Please explain.
Right.
How the default for me is that you fucked up, but it could be you. So let's figure it out.
I'm 42. I'm old bitch. I take all my responsibilities.
Okay, then do it.
I should have called. That's number one thing. If you doing something in your life, don't do through
Don't
text
turn this
messages.
into like a TED Talk. Just answer the question.
All right.
How did
And
this
here's
happen?
someone's voice.
Did you
It's
tell
nice.
him we are recording a podcast today?
Okay. Can I read the text message?
Please, that's
Okay,
the
I'm
only
gonna-
way to settle this.
All right. Let
Go
me
to
read
Monday, a week ago, when we were recording our first episode.
All right.
When you supposedly invited him to this.
Hold.
And tell me word for word what you said.
Okay. So, brother boy Roger said like, hey brother, lunch or dinner next week? Taking you out. I was like, yeah. And on the same day, when it's like when you fucking texted me and Ashton in the middle of that bitch, we're recording our first ever episode. And I flipped my phone and I was like, Roger texted me, you know who will be amazing for this podcast? Roger, who knows us. So I replied to you and I said, hey, brother boy, can you make it next Monday to our podcast? We're dropping our first episode tomorrow. I'm sorry, Tuesday, because
It's already
fucked up. We're dropping our episode tomorrow, and next Wednesday. Let us know if you're available next Monday to join us podcast.
To join us,
and we can grab some food after.
I'm going to read this word for word because you're embellishing things. Hey, brother boy, space comma.
Oh. Are you going to?
Yes.
You're going to die?
Can you make it next week? Can you make it next Monday to our podcast? It's already iffy about what that means. We're dropping our first episode tomorrow and next Wednesday. Let us know which isn't true. We're not dropping this till next Wednesday from now. Let us know if you're available next Monday to join us, and we can grab some food after. Absolutely. What time is best? That's fantastic. I'll let you know by the end of the week, but I think something around noonish. It's good. It's 2:30, so we're right on time. Love that. Hey, brother boy, are we still good for tomorrow? Meaning yesterday. Tomorrow noon, right? That's good. That's it.
And when I got the message from Art, he said, are we still good for tomorrow? I'm like, man, I'm glad he remembered this lunch and I'm taking him out for his birthday.
To be fair, I have to default to you because he did say, can you join us for the recording of our podcast? He didn't specify, can you be a guest on the podcast?
I know.
Meanwhile, the whole rest of us were already assuming we're filming with Raja on Monday, right? What an asshole.
It's like I saw podcast, I saw episode, and I thought those are two different things. I thought episode for maybe some show you guys were finishing up. So once you finish filming, we go to lunch and we celebrate this guy's birthday.
All right.
So I had 3 different things, and then I get a text being like, "You're in it." I'm like, "In what?" And then I'm like, "I'm happy to support from a distance."
In what? I'm actually right now. I'm already grabbing chicken wings, Art. What the fuck? I'm grabbing beer. I'm in what? I'm already in drinking and eating and make my fingers dirty mood. Raja, thank you for being here.
Oh boy, Raja Deka, everybody.
We made it.
Thank you. That's how you make an entrance. So
This is fucking amazing.
So to Raja's credit, he didn't realize he was a guest on a podcast until 5 minutes before we rolled this podcast.
It's good.
Which honestly, I think is going to make for the best possible episode
Gotta
ever.
show up, son.
We don't need to plan. We don't need to fucking, do anything. Anything goes here. Any vulgarity, any references to big dicks in your face, as it's already happened many times.
Already happened.
That's how we roll. So,
so many fucking
for
questions,
those
dude.
that don't know, we get this question at least 69 times per day.
Yes.
How did you meet? This motherfucker is how we met.
He said 69.
69, yeah.
It's a choice.
69 people per day. We have 69
we
per
weren't
day.
69ing when we met.
Yeah.
If let's just make that clear.
I told my perspective, and since you don't support Trilogy Media, since let me finish.
What a dick!
Hold on, let me finish my thought. Hold on,
my
let me finish, bitch.
God.
Since you don't support Trilogy Media by watching episode 1, which we've been talking
It
about,
only came out 5
Let
days
me
ago. Give him a break.
finish. Let me give you a little bit recap.
Wow.
Let me give you a baby recap. So this is what I remember, okay? Whatever happened between you and me stays between you and me, It's like what happened in Las Vegas, stay in Las Vegas.
I didn't agree to this at all.
Hold on one second. No, I'm talking about prior to your existence
I didn't
in our
agree with
life.
this at all.
That's why it's interesting.
Wow.
I got my first Law & Order audition, right? And I was like, okay, the only one American brother that I have is Roger. So I came to your apartment to rehearse and throw some lines so you can help me to record, to get prepared.
Yeah.
Back in the days, it was no self-tape like right now. So as we go with my audition, you said, hey, just want to let you know, buddy of mine, such a nice guy, Ashton.
I said that?
Yeah.
Oh,
Wow.
Interesting.
Did you say that?
What a dick.
Maybe I added because he's my business
Maybe I was
partner.
working on a
email.
character myself.
Don't worry, I'll find the email.
So, and you said that, by the way, I just want to let you know, my friend Ashton coming, he will be great. I can introduce you. He's from the same, he want to be an blah, blah, blah. And that's how he entered to my life, through you.
All of this is your fucking fault.
So you tell us what happened. How did we meet this Goomba? What the why did I stuck with this shit?
Now I'm the outcast. Wow.
Yeah, so tell me, Roger. Give us perspectives.
Huh.
Make sure to get real close to the dick all the time.
It's the only way, right?
Unless when you're gonna scream loud, back up. But you want that dick in your face.
He's just
I know you're
weirdo.
used to it, but just
So I met this guy at a casting workshop, and we did a couple together.
We
And
what?
We did a couple workshops together.
Oh, I thought you
I
said
thought you guys a couple. We were a couple
reword
back in the
that.
days.
Yeah, we did a couple workshops together.
There were a couple
but-
workshops. There's
yeah.
one even I remember where I scared the shit out of you because of comments I made to the casting director, which I'm really, really proud of.
Oh, you have to refresh my
What?
memory because I remember this happening,
What
but
the
I don't remember
fuck?
what it was. Yeah.
Well, we had finished our scene and we rocked that shit. It was a comedy. It was really fun. And we had fun, right? But we could feel the room move. It was really, really good. And then I was thinking about the casting director. They have so much pressure and shit. Like they have so much shit on top of their head.
already
like,
trying to lick her ass.
the director, like the showrunner. So I was very honest. I'm like, I feel really sorry for you guys.
I remember that.
And then Ashton
What
looks
the fuck?
and Ashton looks at me like, you cocksucker. He was terrified.
Well, because it didn't come out the way he just said it. All I hear is we just made what we felt like was a good impression to this casting director, and it was kind of one of those
Good
workshops
work.
where you do your
Solid.
scene and then you sit down. Two of us versus her, and this was a big casting director, and then she gives you some notes on how to better prepare for your audition and
Oh,
whatnot. But anyway, the first thing
jeez.
out of his mouth, we sit down. She starts by complimenting you guys did a great job, and then he cuts her off. He's like, "But you know what? I really got to say, I feel bad for you." And I
Talking
just
to cast-
talked to the
tell-
casting
tell-
director. Yeah, I feel
Yeah.
bad for you. And I just looked at him.
They're so underappreciated.
Where the
They're
fuck
so
are you going
underrated,
with this?
And seeing the look on his face, I'm still so proud of that.
I think you fixed it. Although
What
I
did
never,
she say?
I never
What'd
heard
you-
from her. I mean, she was giving us compliments. I when he said that, I don't remember. I just remember not wanting to be alive anymore as soon as he said that.
That's good.
Looking at him, trying to talk. You ever try to talk to someone without showing anything? No, nothing audibly. You're just across the room and you're trying.
Yeah, good job. I love that. So basically, you guys failed.
Failed with a smile.
I mean, I
Right.
never booked through her, so
She
I
never.
blame you.
After this, she don't want to see me, hear my name, invite me to any castings in
she
town.
got intimidated by you, man. So
Pardon
she's
me?
like, you know what? Yeah.
Oh my god.
So, and this is what it's getting so deep and interesting because I met your ass in Stella.
Yeah.
But when you guys did your shit, it was part of Stella as well, right?
It took place in Stella,
At Stella.
At Stella.
but it wasn't a Stella.
Right.
It was
Yep.
just
Stella event.
where
It was
in there,
Tracy
renting their
ran
space.
those things and
Yep.
rented the space out. Yeah.
And
And we were just paired up like randomly. Like
Yeah,
I
yep.
didn't see you and
I
be
didn't
like,
even know him.
yeah,
We were
you
paired.
guys met in
Yes.
We were paired to act together.
yeah. You're
You know,
you sign
You're
up for the
assigned-
thing, you
right.
pay, and then you're given a scene with another random participant ahead of time. You know that you're doing what scene you're doing, but you don't know the person. You show up and you have about 15 minutes to rehearse with that person. Hi, I am Raja. Hi, I'm Ashton. Run it through, and then you go in the room and do it. And that's how we met.
Well, listen, how about we're gonna fucking go a little bit deeper? I want to give shout outs to two people who fuck each other.
Oh,
Konstantin Stanislavski and Stella Adler. Okay? They fuck each other, everything was amazing. And Stella,
I don't know this story.
I'm gonna tell you a story about American Russian theater.
Tell us stories.
We had each other back, from the back each other, okay? Because of Stella Adler, the magic happened. I met his ass in Stella, in my class, same stuff. Never met anybody, 30, 35 people, and I connected with you like on the spot.
Yep.
I have a question for you. So when we graduated, when we became Dildovich, you Dildo 1, I'm Dildo 2.
Inaugurated.
Right? Yeah, we got inaugurated at Stella Adler. Do you? I don't genuinely don't remember, but this is something that come on episode 1 when we've been talking about Stella Adler.
Mhm.
When we graduated, Tim McNeil,
Oh yeah.
he put you and me on the side out of all these 30 people. And he said, out of 30, 35 people, whatever, out of this class, I see 2 people making it in this industry. For me, it was easy. He was like, dude, just speak English. That's it. You good.
Yeah.
He was like, when you speak, when you play your scene, I don't even hear your accent. He was like, you doing it. Just be comfortable in English.
I hear it.
What did he say to you? Do you remember? He pulled us on the side, both of us.
Yeah. He said if you stick with it, you could be wonderful actors.
Okay.
Those are specific words from
He
Tim.
probably just
Which
did
is
it.
kind of a backhanded
I
compliment.
just about to say that. He probably just did a general compliment to
I feel like
everybody.
one
I
of
was
these.
like, I heard that too.
He told me that too.
Maybe Art's version is a little embellished. You think?
Your ass is embellished.
It is indeed.
Raj, I have a question for you. What was your first impression of Art when you saw him at Stella?
Ooh.
Probably, most likely, it was like, what a dick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same. Same.
I think I saw him just very well dressed, like top of the line, everything, and just very, very little overly confident.
Which is a nice way of saying arrogant.
Yeah.
Fuck yourself.
And then I'm like, who's this prick? It's like everybody else was just kind of like,
See,
you know,
y'all
like
know what I deal with now.
super, you know, into their zone or whatever. And then he was just beyond supportive.
Unsupportive?
No, beyond supportive.
Oh, I thought that guy was
Oh my God.
beyond your sausage.
And I'm like, man, this Peckerwood's a good guy after all, you know? Yeah, he's a
After
good
all
dude.
that. Yeah.
And then we just kept like really connecting, supporting, and then just like grabbing coffee afterward, just talking about the future. It was cool.
We have actually something that I'm gonna talk in 1 second. But me coming again, and I told that story in episode 1, cultural, right? Coming where I came from, coming from Soviet Union, and back in the days having only 3 federal channels that whole propaganda about how America and West bad, blah blah blah, and we have 2 extra channels. One was telenovelas from Brazil, and one was Bollywood movies. And Bollywood was like, we have Indian tea in every single family. We have Indian fucking original tea, a big elephant and plantation, right? And we just put that tea, and that tea was just, I race on that tea. So for me, Indian culture, it was kind of like in my blood. And then I saw your fucking ass and just see that he was the only one, the Indian heritage, right? In the whole Stella Adler group, I was like, this dude gonna be my friend. I knew it like, dude, immediately. And I came to you. I remember coming to you. You were sitting on the right side, and I came to you and I was like, "Hey, my name is Art. Nice to meet you." And we start talking, and then another thing happened. You used to live in Redonda. Do you remember that?
Oh yeah,
You remember? Can you recall which year?
2010.
2010.
That's when I moved here.
Yeah, 2010.
So listen,
That was a
fucking to
magical year.
this.
That's when you moved to LA. What year again?
August 2010.
You moved to LA in 2010?
Yep, in August.
After me. Then 7 months after me.
Probably.
I thought you were before me.
August of 2010. I got here.
So we were all within like a year and a half, but for some reason I thought you were before me.
Yep.
So I know your ass for 15 years.
Jesus.
Almost.
Where'd you move from?
DC. Yeah, but I grew up in the South between New Orleans and Houston.
All right. I want to show you something.
Uh-oh.
I want to show you something and show you something.
Is it appropriate?
Oh, it's very
It
appropriate.
better not be.
All right. Let me give you a story.
Tell us
We
a story.
already, like, I've been doing my fucking, I'm trying to stay, not trying to stay, doing whatever it takes to continue staying in America, staying legal, working 3 jobs, paying for my lawyer, right? Immigration lawyer. So whatever money I need to give lawyer, pay my rent, and send money to my mother. Whatever the fucking dick in my ass left, I give to Stella Adler, right? To pay for those classes. I remember doing my working at a restaurant. I started as a Best Buy. Best Buy?
A what?
What? Best Boy. Best Buy.
I think you're trying to say bus boy.
Oh, Bus Boy. That's 3 in a row. We're no.
Wow.
Just keep it as best boy.
All
It's
right.
fine.
I remember this moment, Roger. We just met. They already pair us together to do the scene in Stella, and we start working together on on script, on scenes, and I'm Romeo, you're Juliet, like everything like it used to be.
I love being Romeo.
Romeo.
But you settle for Juliet. So I wiping the tables, and I haven't even promoted to be a waiter yet, right?
Because you're the best boy.
I'm the best boy you can find. So I got to the restroom on my break. I had 15 minutes. So I get to the restroom. I went in my apron, got my got my cell phone, and I sent you a text message. I was like, "Hey, brother, I just need to feel alive. And by being alive, I need to visualize. I need to write something. I need to know that everything that happening, that shithole that I'm in right now, it's temporary. So I need inspiration." So I text you. I was like, "Can we meet and we can talk about scripts?" I still have that apron. It's right here.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what you've been shuffling?
Yeah.
No fucking way.
From 3 immigrant jobs that I have, and I'm gonna show you the rest. In 2010, this is my apron. Right?
You have to wear it for the rest of the podcast.
Yeah,
huh?
fucking, that's it. This is it. What the fuck? You see,
incredible,
I
man.
haven't worked for a long time, so.
You haven't watched it either.
Cool. Yeah, well, I don't wanna because the stand has to be original. Okay, so it's right here. Go like this.
You don't have to take your pants off. You can just keep it.
It's all right. I'm naked on the bottom, so I was like this.
Don't stress, dress less.
Yeah, no stress. Show your dick more.
Wow.
Here we go.
Share the love.
So, and I was literally,
No one's gonna hear you.
yeah. So I was literally in the restroom. So I got my phone and I texted you and I was like, "Hey, let's work together on our scene." So I drove up, and you said, "Yeah, come fucking over." So I drove from my restaurant all the way to Redonda, and I crashed at your place. Remember?
Yep. Oh yeah.
We got a bottle of something. I remember drinking.
Yeah.
We walk at the beach, and we talk about the possibilities in this town. And you used to live with your friend, the one that right now has like fucking multi-billion house, who is a billionaire right now.
Probably a different roommate.
Wow.
No, what was like? It was, is it Raj?
Raj.
Oh, Raj. Yeah.
Right.
Mhm.
That was the guy with who used to live in Redonda.
Yeah.
You let me sleep on your sofa.
Yeah.
I remember that bachelor apartment was so many bottles. Like I was literally sleeping on bottles. It's empty bottles. It was just a lot of fucking empty alcohol over there. I remember that. So until present day, I remember laying down on this sofa, and I can hear the waves that like smashing literally into the building.
Yep.
And that gave me hope. I'm in Stella. I'm right now, like, I have American friend. You were my first American friend.
Yep.
I by the ocean. Like ocean is something that only like rich people can afford. You don't live somewhere in fucking shithole. And I was like,
Wow.
I know the direction that I'm going right now. Like I got my clarity.
You were supposed to be there.
Yeah, I'm
Yep.
supposed to be there.
Yep.
So this is real fucking apron from my first.
That's crazy.
It's incredible.
That's
man.
crazy.
So.
For those that don't know you, would love to. You've never been without stories. Like you are maybe one of the most interesting people I think I've ever met, even to this day. And I don't even know really where to start, but I would love to hear, especially since you're here. You've told the story. It's been a long time, and it's a deep one. But what brought you here? I remember your dad playing a huge part in that, and I'd love for them, if you're okay with it, to tell a little bit of that story and how that happened and what brought you to this town, which was right on the heels of us all meeting. Right after that, because I know you're born in New Orleans, but you were in Houston, right, for
a long time.
Yeah. What brought you to LA before the chaos started of meeting us? This guy specifically.
Wow.
Wow. What brought you here?
Tragedy and blessings, undying belief, ancestral. Yeah, just long story long. I never resonated with school growing up, but I've been dancing from when I was very, very young, and so I love the arts, but never cared for school. Got into a university, graduated with God's grace, and I just did choreography for talent shows at this university. And the school calls me. They're like, "Mr. Deka, you're supposed to graduate next year, but you have no major." And I'm like, "I'm having a great time." I'm like, "Is that fine?" They're like, "No, idiot. Like, you have to graduate." So anyways, I had to pick a degree that already had some prereqs. So I thought, how hard can a computer science degree be? Like, I just want to graduate. Like,
Such an Indian thing to say.
Very hard.
And I've never been interested in anything in school. Nothing, math, science, nothing. And I've never applied myself because I've had no interest. So I struggled like a madman. But I had these prereqs, and I had to graduate. Getting this call from the school, from Baylor. And so I go home and I'm like, Mom and Dad, what do I do? And they're like, well, this new computer science program has prereqs so you can graduate. And they said graduating is not negotiable. They're like, if you want to sing, you want to dance, you want to act, you want to travel the world, you're going to do it.
You must.
But, but you will not. The degree is not a negotiation because they wanted to make sure that, hey, you're not going to go through what we went through coming to this country.
Yeah.
So anyways, through a lot of prayer and whatnot, I graduated. When there was a professor who was trying to hold me back.
And this is in Houston.
And actually at Baylor University in Texas.
Oh,
in
okay,
Waco.
okay.
Professor was trying to hold me back. I was like, I told my parents, I'm not graduating. I'm having a hard time. I had to repeat this operating systems course. I'm really, really struggling. And my parents are like, you're human. Do the best you can. We'll be proud of you. If you got to take it again, if you got to do something else, we'll figure it out. You can only have one D in the curriculum. And I worked my fucking ass off taking it for the second time.
You get that D, right?
And so I basically came home and I told my roommate, I'm not graduating. And Chintan's like, what the fuck is that, man? He goes, go talk to the dean, and I said, hey, I have 148 credit hours. I got a job offer from NASA, from the space program. Like I've paid my dues. I've struggled like a motherfucker, but I'm done. Like I'm ready to go out there. And he's like, you know what? Like, let's talk to the chair. They said, hey, you are lacking a course because you got this D in a BA. I'm going to have you write something up to replace it so you can get a BS degree and be marketable, which is so cool of them. Anyways, they say, hey, congratulations, go make us proud. I told my dad, he cried on the phone. My graduation was a miracle. I somehow turned down a job at the space program because I had one more talent show to do the choreography for. And I couldn't let my friends down.
Wow.
Yeah, that's what a high these performances were. It changed lives. And it's what we live for. If anyone says, what did you go to school for? I said, performing.
So you told NASA to fuck off.
Well, I said, Mom and Dad, I have another semester of this talent show and people are relying on me. And I've got like 30 people and we're all in it. And my dad's like, NASA won't wait for you, right? And I'm like, I look at Mom and she was like, go dance, go. You have your whole life to work. I'm like, that's what I'm going to do. So I go to, I do the culture show, have a whole semester at school with my best friends in the world. And then I go to India for the summer and then I get a voicemail from the space program. And I started working in September. So anyways.
The voicemail, it's like, we want you.
They still wanted you.
Yeah. And it was a different group. It was flight operations with United Space Alliance. And I got 3 interviews with this guy named Matt Berry, who at the time was highly respected all over the country. He was our president's personal science advisor, had 7 degrees, 2 PhDs. Everybody was intimidated by him. I didn't know who he was. So I'm like, what the fuck am I doing here?
Oh, I know what you did. I know how you got the job. You danced naked.
That would have.
And he was like, that was
plan B. That was plan B.
Yeah.
So I worked there for a while. Tragedy struck. Mom passed away. I had a hard time functioning, surviving, and then I find theater. And my in Houston, one of my best friends I've known from daycare, his little brother said, Raj, you've always talked about taking an acting class. Never had the balls to do it. There's a small community theater having open call auditions on Thursday. You're going whether you like it or not. So I'm like, fuck, man, like I'm terrified. So I go for the audition for a play called The Gazebo, set in the 70s.
Gazebo!
Yeah, and I got a part that put me on stage for 30 seconds. And it changed my life because on opening night, this lady and her brother come up to me and she was like, I want you to know you changed my brother's life. I said, I don't get it. And she was like, you were his favorite character in the whole show. And I had 30 seconds at the end. And she was like, now he's thinking about what he wants to do. And she gave me a hug and she didn't let go. So I went home driving thinking like, fuck, man, if I can make somebody feel something in 30 seconds, what can I do on screen? So in Houston, I'm taking acting classes. I'm doing independent films, applying for jobs in LA to get closer to TV and film. Any interviews at all? Fuck no. Like nothing, no hits. Then a DC recruitment firm reaches out like a month later, 2 months later. They're like, we got your resume. Would you be interested in a job in intelligence, like State Department, Department of Defense?
Is this where the 3-letter agency comes in? I was going to ask about that.
And I'm like, well, that's clearly spam or a joke. So I deleted it. And then so 3 months later, I'm driving home from work, like
Ironic, spam, you know.
Yeah.
Speaking of,
Which we could say it, right? Because you've told me that you're cleared. CIA.
I'm cleared, yeah.
Motherfucker, and I'll tell this later, but I remember the day you told me that you work for the CIA. Vividly. Anyway, continue, please.
So anyways,
aren't you glad you're here to support today? Just to support the podcast?
So you delete the CIA.
So you deleted a CIA.
Of course.
I deleted
Fuck that shit.
and
FBI, CIA, go fuck yourself.
And I thought
I'm dancing tonight.
and I was like, and I'm thinking like my whole life, I might have made straight A's once. And that was my sophomore year when I was living in Tennessee, and I had to beg my Algebra 2 teacher to say, hey, 92 is an A, I need one more point. You know?
Who do you need to bang? Your physical teacher?
Well, I didn't bang her, but I had to beg her for that one extra point so I could have the A, you know? But just to say, I struggled in school, you know? So 3 months later, I'm driving home from, the gazebo got me the role of Sonny in Grease the Musical.
You love that word, don't you? I don't think he knows what that is. What is a gazebo? Can you explain to me?
Gazebo?
Yeah. What is it?
It's not gazebra, right?
No,
there is nothing
one is
about
a word
and
and
one
one
is
is
not.
not.
gazebo. Is it gazebo the one that you go on vacation and there is gazebo next to the pool? Gazebo.
You're not far off. I mean,
That's cabana.
You're thinking of cabana.
Yeah,
but
thinking about cabana,
it is
right?
like a little roofed thing. Anyway,
but
anyway.
I'm thinking about the gazebra, like zebra. No?
One is closer than the other. Let's leave it at that.
Well, then fucking Americans tell me what is gazebra.
No, your way is funnier.
So anyways, I'm driving home from rehearsal from Greece, and I remember a conversation I had with my mom before she passed, and she was like, I was telling her how much I wanted to travel and work. So I'm like, I remember that email, and I was like, what if this agency, like this DC recruitment group, is something for my mom? So I revisited, and they not only gave me exams online, but they visited friends of mine in Washington State and Oklahoma and Texas, went to their offices and sat down with them and asked them questions about who I am. They come for a final interview in Houston. A week later, I get a certified letter and I got the offer. I called Dad and I'm like, Dad, I don't know what this is. I didn't apply for this. Dad doesn't even flinch. He's like, look, you want to act and you will. But this is a chance to see the world. You think about this. Whatever you decide, I'll support you. I got your back. I said, cool. So I'm thinking, let me go see what they're about, travel the world, save some money, and then I go to LA. Mm-hmm. That turns into 3 years. In that time, the director of the agency met my father. Dad came to headquarters. He was like, it's an honor to have your son in his work. When I was living in Japan, Dad saw where I was living, you know, like he knew I was set for life. He calls me my third year. He's like, look, you're putting a lot of heart into your acting. You know, you have your heart, you have the will, you have my blood. You're going to do well in LA. And I promised Mom I would take care of you. So you're going to resign from this job. I've already put in my transfer to LA. We're going together. So
your dad?
My dad, yeah. And that was May 15th of 2010. And I'm like shivers down my body. And so I go to Boston to visit cousins and celebrate. I get a missed call from Dad. I check it later that night. It's his boss. He collapsed, sudden heart attack. And 5 days in a coma, gone. So in 3 months, I lose my father. I resign from the CIA. I go to Africa to clear my head because I was invited to the World Cup. And then I came to DC and just drove across the country with no future financial plan. And I've only been doing this. And now a movie called Happy is being made with these inspired events. And my dad's final words to me are in the screenplay. And that catapults the character to the fucking universe. And to face the big city for the first time. And now we're acquiring all these amazing partners, et cetera, et cetera. But the main point of it all is kind of like, you never know what's going to find you. And you have what you need inside of you, but sometimes you need a hero to be like, hey, I got you. Let's go get it. So when I went to LA, you would think I'd be depressed and upset. I had my hero's blessing. I had 2 mortgages. I had no money coming in, but I had his blessing. So I was Superman in my heart, you know?
Yeah.
So yeah. And so May 17th, he passed. I resigned in July, went to Africa, and I got to LA third week of August of 2010.
How did they respond when you said, CIA, fuck off?
So I can't say a whole lot, but I can say there was a chief who there are books written about him. When 9/11 happened, there were 5 officers who flew into Afghanistan immediately. He was one of them. He was one of my chiefs. And he had every reason to hate my guts because when I was working there, I questioned some orders we got from Uptown. Because I saw a few steps ahead. I saw the bigger picture. I'm like, we're a family, we're a unit.
What is explain Uptown?
Just headquarters, DC.
Okay, that's okay.
So anyways, we butted heads, and my boss is in the room. My boss is looking at me like, "What the fuck are you doing? You're gonna get us fired, right?" So we're going back and forth, and I'm like, "Look, I'm looking for all the ones who haven't come in the group yet. You know, I'm looking at step 7, 8, and 9." And then he had every reason to fucking hate me. Then this happens with my dad. I've got to go talk to him. And I'm like, this happens. And I told him exactly what happened beat by beat. And he pauses for like 20 seconds and he goes, and when they train you, like when I first got on, they told 15 of us in a room, 168,000 people applied for this job. 1,200 were reviewed and 100 were chosen. You're here for a reason. And I didn't even apply for that. So what are those odds?
Fuck.
So
Dude, giving me fucking chills.
So like all this happened to say like down the road, Dad was like, look, we're going to go get it and whatnot. But this chief, he was like, your dad was spot on. He goes, I will do everything to make sure you exit without any problems. And if you ever want to come back, you have a job waiting for you. And then his chief brought me in. He was like, hey, man, like, I really appreciate your heart and your passion, but can you go to LA for 6 months and see how it goes and come back? We need you. And I'm like, hey, man, I got to go there with the vision that ain't jack shit going to happen in 6 years.
Yeah.
You know? So yeah. And then there's a series of exit
Events.
and everybody was like, did something go wrong? Did something happen? You know? So it was interesting.
How old were you around this time?
I was 30,
Late 20s, early 30s?
about 30, 33.
And how many years was it you worked there?
3.
So what is that culture like? Because I remember you told me one day that you worked for the CIA, and I remember this day, and it was many years into our friendship. I didn't know this. I remember he I don't even remember it coming up. He kind of slipped it in there, but he presented it to me too. He was like, I got to share something with you. One day I was just at his house. I was at your house all the time. And he's like, come here. And he takes me to his room, to his closet.
You did exactly the same to me.
He opens up the mirrored door of his sliding closet door. He reaches in a box and he grabs a framed document. And he's like, just read it. He didn't even tell me. He just says, look at it. And it was like your welcome letter, or it was some kind of like acknowledgement of you joining the Central Intelligence Agency.
But you get invited to his bedroom. It always has to be drinks.
That was the focus.
That was like, I remember it was exactly the same scenario.
So I was like, I have so many fucking questions right now. I'm curious though, like, so this is like a 3-year period of your life. Like, I'm assuming you weren't allowed to tell anyone who you worked for while you were there. Right?
Yeah.
What about
what does your family think? And what do you tell people? Like, how do you run your life? We spend so much of our time doing shit, broadcasting it to the world because we're a media company, but there's also a lot of subsets of other people that do shit in the government that we work with and know about that we're not allowed to talk about and they're not allowed to talk about. I'm always so fascinated by the idea of having such a fascinating career that nobody knows about. Like, what is that like?
So I had a cover when I was there, and so that's what I went by. And I have a cousin and one of my best friends who knew about it, nobody else. Then my clearances were lifted in 2014.
That was the year you told me.
That's when I could actually share it. And you guys, we were very close. So I'm like, hey, this is actually part of my life. I can talk about it.
Explain. So the cover, is it like I work for the government? I do this other thing, or is it like I work at a Baskin Robbins? Like, is the cover?
It's a different sector of the government. Okay. Yeah. But it's a very specific cover.
What was it? Can you tell us?
No.
Why not?
There's just no need.
But you know what? But I imagine there's a lot you can't share.
Well, you know what? It's also to respect. Like the guys I trained with, they're all former military, and one of the guys, he's Navy, like Navy, 10 years military experience before he joined our group, and some of these guys are like my blood now. Like they're like, whatever you need, we got you. Like anywhere in the world.
So without obviously sharing anything, you can't. Are there things that you know that would blow our mind that you can't tell us?
Yeah.
Prove it.
Screenshots or it didn't happen.
But it's going back to a very simple, basic level where your mind would be blown, but you'd be like, oh, okay, that kind of makes sense.
Okay, it's basically that we know that aliens exist.
I was gonna say, tell us about aliens. What can you say? Any comment?
Can you blink? Can you touch your nose? Can you scratch your balls? Any sign you can give it to us?
Let's give it a shot.
Can I offer you a vodka shot?
Oh, fuck.
Is it anything that to make you drowsy?
So that's the other thing. I have been obliterated drunk with you on many occasions.
Yeah.
Prior to you telling me
So
this.
do I.
How do you not let that slip when you are so fucking inebriated you can't function?
Loyalty.
That's a good answer. That's a damn good answer.
Yeah.
You acquire family that's there for eternity, and you just respect it.
But you still invited us to your bedroom, and you still
That's
open...
all Art can focus on
and
is
you
the
still
bedroom
have
No,
invite.
but you still show us. You know, it's kind of like you open the door
when
for us.
when the time was right,
Right.
he did. But I'm
Yeah,
saying
yeah.
there were 4 years prior to that you didn't.
No, for sure.
It's
And
interesting.
the rest of your life, like you weren't allowed to talk about it. Like,
I wasn't even supposed to have this piece, but like one of my chiefs was like, "Hey, I know you're leaving. I know what happened with your father. Between us, I'm going to mail you something," and it's something that we had accomplished. And I had it in my closet for a long time because I'm like, this is not even supposed to be here. But I hung that shit up because I'm like, this is a reminder for all of us
right.
that we have a fucking story that will blow the world's mind, and we're here for a reason that's beyond our capacity, and that's a reminder of it.
Well,
So that's why I put it up,
Yeah.
versus keeping it in my fucking closet, right?
do you want to get blown right now by the news that we have? We can tell about our 3 letters.
oh, I thought, yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
you know what? Ironic. Well, you say what we allowed to say.
I love, you do this thing where you
What?
like introduce this massive
Yes.
void and then
Massive.
you pass it to me. You
I
know,
can
like,
do it myself.
please do.
Okay, then fuck off. Roger.
With love.
Because there's also certain things we can't talk about publicly either. So like,
Right,
you
but
know,
we can talk about this one, right? Because that's what the documentary was, right?
I mean, sure. We're gonna, yeah. Anyway, yeah.
All right. It's you know what? Again, back to Stella Adler. We all met in one place. You worked with the CIA.
Mm-hmm.
We were partners with FBI for some time.
Mm-hmm.
They came to us with some projects, with some, especially line of work that we're doing.
Mm-hmm.
And they, we didn't work for them. They didn't work for us. But
there was a professional collaboration that occurred. That has occurred in many different ways with many different 3-letter agencies.
right.
The one he's talking about specifically was the most prominent, the most official as you can get when it's a secret.
Yeah, when your phone
But,
rings and all you see is .gov,
.gov.
gov, and you're like, all right, fuck, what did I do?
Are they on to me?
Yeah. All right, that's amazing.
Well, then you covered an entire era of things that I wanted to ask. You have a way of doing that.
There's like no way to shorten it.
I know.
had to,
Well,
like,
no,
I had to
that's
share
why
a
you
few
said
things that.
long story long.
But so smash cut from all this crazy CIA secret life of government work to
Bugbusters?
The Adventures of Art in America and Bugbusters.
Oh, dude, fuck! Why would you do that?
You remember Adventures of Art in America?
Yeah.
No, you don't. No, you don't.
Let me refresh your memory.
That's what
printed
you
it.
can read, don't you?
I printed, just not to dwell
You know
on
what
this
he
too much.
found when we filmed our first
Keep it
episode?
what do you say in the email?
Oh.
Don't tell anybody about the.
Keep it. So anyway, we went back through all the original in the last
Not
episode.
we, he did.
Well, together about the first email you ever sent me, telling me about Adventures of Art in America, telling me about him, and then in that, which is maybe the best part, which I have to revisit right now, which is you forwarded me his episode of Art in America, but the email you forwarded me was originally an email from him to you. And every day I think, wow, your English is as shitty as it was on day one. But it actually isn't.
I did improve.
Because I read the email that you sent Raja sending this, and it's just too good not to revisit. So Raja forwarded me this forward, The Adventures of Art in America intro plus first episode. This is Art's email to you, November 16th, 2013.
Wow, what a great year.
Hey, bro, space comma. check my web series below and let me know what do you think. I will send you a intro plus couples of 2 spaces episodes, comma, no space, and please keep it confident.
That's right.
Looking
confident.
forward to hear from you back. The good time is coming. 2 spaces, bro, capital B, best Art Kulik. So just for you to have a little peruse, I printed the first 3 episodes just to have it.
So
I
cool.
forgot about this shit.
This is the first, and pay special attention.
Why are you dumping on me?
Pay special attention to the Sofia Vergara episode because it is fucking glorious. Oh, I think I gave you 2 copies of these. There, Art goes to the gym.
Art looks for a job.
This is Sofia Vergara. So anyway, this was the first attachment via email you ever sent me,
Really?
and this is Art's. Just look at Sofia Vergara. Just have a scroll.
Why were we looking at
Just have,
Sofia Vergara?
just have a scroll. It's just
She's
too
single.
good.
By the way, she's single now. Ryan, Roger.
I figured you would like to take that home and just relive it because
Don't
it's
do that.
because
Put it in the
speak
trash.
of framing things. It's definitely something to maybe we'll have
All
to
right,
do
Mr. fucking producer, what are we
we'll have a
doing?
side quest. No, I just have a
Amazing.
peek. It's
Frame
too
it-
good.
yeah, frame
it's
it
too,
next
it's
to
too
the
good to
CIA.
not save. So you can have it. You can
This-
frame it next to CIA. Yes.
This is a history.
Yeah.
Art learns English with Sofia Vergara.
When is
What
it?
else do
Is
you
it
need?
going to happen ever?
Interior, bedroom, Art sleeping. Camera pans to nightstand with cock showing 6 a.m. Vodka bottle, that's me. And wallet and cell phone.
Real quick, just for the sake of this, would you just read the Sofia Vergara little monologue here?
Me?
Yeah, you.
So I'm Sofia?
Yeah, because it's
I'm the one with
because
the
it's
dick in my
because it's
mouth?
written like how you talk. It's just too good.
All right. Okay, Art.
Yeah, just the paragraph there. I am Sofia Vergara. Start there.
I don't want to offend anybody, especially Sofia. If you're watching these, I love you,
We're
girl.
long past that worry. Even just the last few sentences. Meryl S. Streep. Start there, maybe. Learn English to loose your accent. Loose me. Yeah, just this a couple sentences in here. Don't dodge it. Just do it.
Go for it, man. Do it. Make it count.
We can't hear you.
Okay. We'll give. Okay. I'm Sofia Vergara, actress, model, and perfect American English speaker. I'm from the sexy land of opportunity of Colombia. My first language was Spanish.
Spanish.
Spanish, but you wouldn't think so because I sound like American. It's because I learn English to lose you accent. I guarantee you speak English like me. I'm just 10 days. In just 10 days, you will Americanized. Is it frustration when you speak and people say, What do you say? I'm sorry, repeat. I know I was like that too. Can you believe that? Now, after using the program English to lose your accent, I'm famous. I have roles like American actress. I don't have to only be Latina actress. I can play Meryl S. Streep. Sexy drama. I can have Johnny Depp for my husband. If you want to be actress like me, use my technology. Learn English to lose your accent with Sofia Vergara.
The Emmy is in the mail.
Yeah, that was Scorsese.
Oh my God.
Thank you, boys.
So when we get her on, we'll have her read that. I didn't know she was Russian.
And this is Art, and it says Art with Belarusian accent. Okay? Oh my God. This is life in America, baby. I love
heard
America.
I heard a subtle Colombian.
Yeah, you did?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Oh my God. This
Good
is
for you,
life
buddy.
in America, baby. I love America. God bless America. Unbelievable. I can too be like Johnny Depp. Like, coincidentally, Belarusian pirates coming. Art jumps up to get ready. He grabs vodka bottle and goggles it like mouthwash as he walks to the bedroom, and we hear running water. He comes back, looks for his cell phone, and call for Sofia Vergara program. Camera focus on the cell. Automatic answer comes and doesn't
God.
recognize our accent. Thank you for calling Learn English to Lose Your Accent. To place an order, please say orders for customers. Art, my name is Artem Vladimirovich Kulik. I learn English to lose your accent for Johnny Depp movie.
So remember, I don't know this fucker yet. I just get this script in my inbox. I'm gifted with this on a platter from this guy in 12 years ago.
You're welcome.
And then I got to meet you face to face.
That's incredible.
What a disaster.
And then
What
we
a fucking
blink and
disaster.
we're here.
In
So-
2025.
2025.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Well, enjoy. Keep that.
I'll
Frame it. Laminate it.
eliminate
But don't leave it on the
I
table.
wish I can eliminate you. All right.
So how did Bug Busters, come into play with you three gentlemen?
I can hold on to that for you for now.
I can
Just so it's not now.
Focus a lot.
Bug
Bugbusters.
Busters.
Blockbusters. Oh my.
Man.
It's our apartment days. It's hanging out at your house over and over again.
Yeah. Yeah.
And all right. I have another piece of
Peas?
history. Let's talk a little bit about NBC. Public submission.
All
right. I have something.
Uh-oh.
You just
I have something, but
That's a good question about Bugbusters.
First of all,
about what?
Bugbusters.
Oh yeah.
yeah,
We gotta
The
talk about
origins.
Yeah.
You know?
we're gonna
I'm sure-
talk about that orgies. Do you guys want to see?
Yes.
Besides empty hand and pockets in my hand, and I had cock in my hand when I came to America. You know what I had? Like literally what I had when I was coming to America in 2009, because I was prepared, boys. This is what I had in my hand. This is my demo reel. This is what I'm supposed to show to Steven Spielberg to give me a lead role in the movie.
The
I've-
STD disc?
Yeah.
I have never seen. Why have I never seen this?
You're welcome,
Me neither.
bitch.
This is amazing.
Why have I never seen this? And why is your name spelt wrong?
That's no. That's the normal name, but when you translate from Belarusian
The
to
normal
English,
name.
it's becoming Artyom instead of Artyom. So I kept it as
What's the difference?
instead of T, it's as Artyom.
This doesn't say either of those. It says
It's
Art Yom.
Artyom, I know.
Still doesn't make any. It makes no
That's
less sense now than it did before you said that. Okay.
So, anyways,
And I'm glad you have 4 pictures. Otherwise, how would they know who it is if you only had 3?
I want to give them different. I want to give them reactions.
There are 4 different
Emotions.
characters here, damn it.
Yeah, they are not right, buddy. This is literally. I had
It's like one of those those mood boards when you see like a stormtrooper with like 16 different pictures and they're all the same and all they have emotions under each one. And it's like the stormtroopers have different emotions, but they're the same face. It's like this. It's like, this is Art when he's angry. This is Art when he's brooding. This is Art when he's happy. This is Art when he's negotiating. This is Art when he's at the gym.
I literally have 69 copies.
So good.
and in my head,
No more DVD slots on these fucking laptops anymore.
I
There.
know.
This will be on. Oh, nice. This will be on Trilogy Plus by tonight, folks.
Yes. Fuck yeah, we will do it. I
And-
have one at home, actually. I can convert it. I'm taking one of these home.
and I literally thought in my head that I'm gonna bring all these DVD discs with me. I will go straight to casting directors, and I said, please pass it along to Mr. Steven Spielberg to considering me for his next lead role. I swear that was my goal, bitches.
That's how it used to be
You did
back
it.
then, though.
And how did that
Yeah.
work out?
Like,
Now you're drinking barnacle piss
Yeah.
on a fucking
All right,
podcast.
let's go back to our
Bugbusters.
Bugbusters. So, did you find out who found out about NBC submission? I think it was you.
And did you ever learn what an apple box is?
I did on set.
Oh, so good.
That's another story.
We told that story last week.
By getting laughed at, I was like, oh, I fucked up.
Okay. Roger. You and me, we went to Short Movie Film Festival. And on that festival, actually 2 of us, we learned that there is a public submission to NBC.
Okay.
Remember what I was...
Oh, that's it. Yeah, now I remember the
Look
festival.
at you
Yep.
at the fucking
Oh, go
museum.
fuck yourself!
wow.
That's
This is
amazing,
great.
dude.
So before we started today, he was in. There's a closet over there.
There's
It's
a
kind of
closet.
hidden. There's a door in a closet.
Yeah.
He goes back there for like 20 minutes, and all I hear is like a raccoon in paper.
oh my
He's
God.
just sniffing around and he's looking for shit. Oh
Wow.
my god, dude!
It's amazing,
I
dude.
call it Roger Jagger. Dude,
Lead cast
I even put how much money we're gonna make per episode.
10
10 million.
million per episode.
Oh, you know what?
Absolutely.
I discriminated you. Oh my god,
Wait.
this is embarrassing. Oh my god, I'm such
Can I see it?
I'm such a greedy bitch. I put that I'm gonna make 10 million, and I put 8 and 8 for both of you.
It sounds like a joke, but that literally is what he wrote. 10 million for Art, 8 each for Ash and Raja. What the fuck
This
is
is
wrong?
so
What an
embarrassing.
asshole!
I thought you only worth 8 million, and you 8 million.
Car rental, journal.
Oh shit!
Oh my god, I'm gonna read
I haven't
can't.
opened any. I don't even know what's inside.
Plan
That's
for
so
July:
fucking
The
awesome.
Adventures of Art in America. Number 1, Can You Blow Me? Number 2, How Much Is Sex? Number 3, this is like you're writing down like Borat ideas, like on.
What?
Number.
No!
I'm gonna read it. You're gonna.
No! I have to see.
No, you don't. Fuck
No.
you. No, listen.
Do it.
Number 3, How to Kiss a Black Girl in Front of Her Boyfriend.
Oh my god.
Welcome to America.
Oh, actually, I know why. Because I was writing this with Anna, with my ex.
Oh my god.
Annie? Or
Annie, not Anna, Annie.
I remember that's his name. He did.
Wow.
I'm like, Anna, who the fuck is that?
Oh my
Oh,
fuck.
dude, this is bad.
Dude, what the fuck is this?
The Can You Blow Me story. I remember you're like referencing stories. To your credit, all of these are like things that happened to you.
Was witness
my
when we
God.
went to Eddie house.
But without context, this is borderline offensive, but it's fucking hysterical.
We went to grocery store, and you know that story.
Oh my god.
We went to grocery store, and Eddie's wife or girlfriend, she had a birthday, and me and Ashton, we got like a bottle of tequila, and we need to get flowers and balloons. And I don't know how to say it, so I got a flat foldable balloon, and with right.
Yeah, we needed to inflate the balloon for the birthday.
So with Ashton, we walked to the cashier, and I said, "Excuse me, my friend having birthday. Can you blow me?"
This is actually really, really cute. But like not in a bad way. And not in a
Why did I give it to you without reading first?
in an endearing way.
It's a good question.
You've got English tongue twister practice sentences to learn English. That's really
I did?
yeah.
I had it?
Victor's wife. Oh, actually, before I read it, you read it. Read the first one. It's V's and W's. See if you've learned anything.
Oh, yeah, of course. Victor's wife, Vicky, was very wise.
Good boy.
Victor's wife, Vicky, was very wise.
That's cute though. It's like you were learning.
It was very warm all week. Don't wear your valuable watch this weekend. Oh, dude.
That is a fucking gold mine right there.
Make a film that a studio will going to make it. What? Oh my god.
Oh my god, that sentence alone.
Jesus Christ.
I'm gonna have a comb through that later. There's some
better hide that, Art.
fucking. I'm gonna hold on to that. It's so
Residuals.
good.
Make copies and share it, man.
Oh my god.
my
PDF download Trilogy Plus exclusive. Yeah, you on board? Oh my god, it's so fucking funny.
2016. Wow.
2016. Yeah, so anyways,
So
but
anyway, the point was you brought that out
the
for why?
Blockbusters 2015
and we
lead
make
cast,
less than you.
Art Kulik, Roger
Yeah.
Deka, Ashton Bingham. Art makes $10 million
Start
per
calling you
episode.
Charlie Sheen
Roger Deka, 8 million. Ashton Bingham, 8 million per episode.
and Art Kulik.
How much?
Nothing changes. Nothing fucking
And
changes.
whose name is at the top of the list?
Art Kulik!
Who's his second? Who's his second? Dick?
Roger!
Thanks, I'm at the bottom.
Yeah, because I didn't even know you at that time. You're just like a little fucking...
But you knew him, but you made us have the same pay?
Yeah!
Fucking pay disparity, asshole. This is unbelievable.
So,
The truth will set you free.
Oh, fucking A. I learned the truth.
we got
Oh my
from that
God.
NBC, so it was Short Movie Film Festival. So NBC announcer came at the end of that film festival, and that's how we got all these. Remember?
Yeah.
We have a picture on Facebook that you and me we're holding,
We're holding
to,
it,
to go,
standing in the front.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
I
remember
actually
that
know
now.
what picture you're talking about. Ryan, note it down for the bonus episode. We're going to read through more of that.
Oh,
Definitely need.
no.
I'm not asking you.
No.
So, according to IMDb, all three of you wrote Bugbusters.
Yes, thank you for keeping us on track. Yes.
How did that happen? Did you guys just sit in a room and just collab? Like,
Everything came from your apartment.
Yeah, that's true.
we wanted a project that we could all do together. One that we could be us.
Yeah.
Not typecast.
Yes.
Honestly, it kind of really was the beginning of our lifelong chase of that very dream, was to make content being us, which is what the YouTube channel has turned into, is you and I being who we found a way to do it through scam baiting. But long before scam baiting, we wanted to make content as us without having to wait for anyone to cast us or to pick us or to
100%.
So Bugbusters was the very first time that we tried to actually put that, to make that palpable.
Yeah.
So we wrote 3 characters being who we are, embracing our typecasts, but also like being who we are as our personalities, and already the dynamics between us, like you and I, and even in the pilot, we're arguing,
bickering. That's what we're like.
Bickering, yeah.
Did we always bicker? Have we? Me and Ashton?
I mean, all the 3 of us have.
Every now and
To
then.
an extent. We always bicker, like all of us.
Yeah.
We give each other a hard time. That's how we've always operated.
Yeah, sure.
Kind of how you express. That's how we.
You
express
bicker,
love.
you bitch, you make out. Like,
wow.
Shit happens.
I wasn't
right?
there for that episode. You ask for apple boxes and you go take them to the juice aisle.
Tell the story about apple boxes.
Yeah, I think I told it last week, but it was funny, and this is why so much of this episode last week ended up being about you. Was we're on the set of, I think, day 1 actually, which rest in peace to Tony. We were shooting with Tony. We were doing the interviews.
You heard about Tony?
Yeah.
You told me.
I told you.
And I told him.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I sent you a text message. The text message that Roger
I sent
forwarded to
you
me.
a text. Anyway, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
Anyway, rest in peace to Tony. If you've seen Bugbusters, which it's available on Trilogy Plus, if you want to scroll into the archives, we were filming that day the interviews, which is all 3 of us being our own self, our own version of our own characters, in an interview for this job to work for this pest control company. And Tony was the manager, the owner.
Yeah.
But anyway, we're on set, and Raja, he just comes up to me and he's like, one of the crew members, one of the students asked me, I need an apple box, which, if you don't know, if you're not in the film industry, an apple box refers to a wooden box of varying sizes that you can either put stuff on, or you can stand on, or you can prop something up with. Yeah, it's basically just to I don't know why. I'm sure there's a story of why it's called an apple box. I don't know what it is off the top of my head, but I didn't know where they were at the time. So I went to Raja because he was there to help set up, and I said, Raja, can you? I need an apple box. Can you show me where they are? And he's like, oh yeah. So he's like, come this way. I'm like, all right. So he takes me into the kitchen, and then he like he's like a magician, like presenting. He's like, here, and he's referring to a table full of apple juice cartons on a table.
Brought it, right?
He brought me to it. I remember this vividly.
Do you know why I was so proud of that moment?
Why is that?
Because I felt like for so long I wasn't doing jack fucking shit on that set.
I finally gave you a job.
So someone said, "Can you bring an apple box?" And I'm like,
I
got you. I got you.
Ooh, mama,
And
so,
so I brought the box, and Anna Petrova lost her shit.
Yeah.
And
And I
I'm
told
like,
everybody.
yeah.
Because I watched it happen, and then I told everybody. Yeah.
She screamed laughing. I'm like, I did something wrong. And they're like, dipshit, this is not the...
You know that, speaking of Anna Petrova, I saw her Instagram yesterday after a long time, haven't talking to her for a long time. She moved out from America.
Oh, she did?
Back to Russia.
Really?
Because she had a kid with that deep shit, remember?
Oh, she had a child. I remember.
That dipshit. Remember?
The camera, the camera guy, right? Remember? He's supposed to shoot Bugbusters, and
he
then
was supposed to direct it.
Oh.
He directed, directed.
No, he was
exactly.
she directed it. He was gonna direct it or
Right.
something. There was like
We did all session together. And that's how baby was born. A baby was made. So we all did together, and I guess they stayed after. So anyways, and he didn't like the
They
script.
did it on the apple boxes, allegedly.
So anyways, she moved up back to Russia to be closer to her mom, to her family,
Awesome.
and raise her daughter.
How's she doing? Have you talked to her?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, good.
She's dancing a lot. She's a singer right now.
Nice, man.
singer?
Good for her.
Yeah, she's singing.
I saw her with her daughter when she was maybe 2 or 3, but that was years ago.
Yeah.
So I'm glad she's doing all right.
The last time I saw Anna Petrova was in one of their I think it was maybe that guy's apartment.
That
They
guy's
did the
apartment.
audio ADR of the sex noises, which you can see if you watch Bugbusters through the credits, along with Art's oiled up body. You can see Anna Petrova, was just in camera for a minute just for that, because she did the sex noises for what was presented in the show as Art's overnight search for a good review for our pest control company.
And some of those sex noises came from Ashton as well.
Oh,
Ooh.
I didn't know this.
Shout out to Trilogy Plus.
Hey, it's kind of a fun thought, right?
Yeah, fun fact. Okay,
Holy
so
shit.
yeah,
Fucking
so
good times.
we did all this, and we made it all the way to the final. Remember,
Yeah.
to the final 15. You got 2 emails from NBC. First
yeah.
email, and then second email that we made it to the final.
We had to
fucking
record that video.
Yeah,
And yep.
You know what I don't think is on Trilogy Plus, which should be, was because for the NBC pitch, we had to make an episode of something, a pitch.
Oh my god! In your apartment.
Hold on. Yeah, which we went over this because when we there's
Who
a
has
there's
the footage?
no, it's okay. You know where I think it is, because we had your ass here a few years ago when we first moved into this office, and we filmed a reaction video to watching Bugbusters. Remember that?
Yeah.
It's on,
Of course
it's
I
on
remember
Trilogy
that.
Plus.
No,
it
I
was
know. I
from
remember
a couple
that.
years ago, but I'm pretty sure we watched it that
Yeah,
day.
we
I'll have
did.
to revisit it.
We did.
But I always forget about that as being a component because there's the episode, but then there's the pitch, which is the
itself.
three
pitch,
of
the
us
pitch.
The pitch
talking
itself.
to the network executives, explaining what the thing is. And it was one of our ideas, and I think I scripted it, but it was one of the ideas was let's do the pitch as the characters, bickering and yelling at each other.
Yeah.
So I don't know if
And
that's
I'm
on
doing
Plus.
the weight. Remember,
It might be in Plus inside of that reaction video, but I don't know if it's on there as its
in
own
front of
video.
your window, your living room.
Yeah,
Facing the
'Cause it's
patio.
only light
Facing the
we had
light,
was the
yeah.
fucking window.
Oh wow!
We had yeah. Oh my
And I'm so
God.
proud of it because as hungry as we were, we kept it so simple, and it was simple and had punch.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. How many times during this submission you're gonna receive 3 idiots
Oh my God. And nothing
dressed as
changed,
a
really.
character?
I mean,
dressed as a
now
character.
we're just shitty investigators.
Yeah,
Scooby-Doo
seriously.
fucking.
Ah,
Oh, it's
okay.
too fucking good.
All right.
Before we move on to any new thing, I do need to give a shout out to the sponsor of Trilogy Media, Surfshark VPN. And they're the whole reason why we're able to continue to do this, to continue to make content, continue to produce stuff, continue to have amazing guests to tell their stories. And the only reason that you can now peruse the web safely, protected with IP masking and virtual location changing, hiding your real location, which will reduce all kinds of stuff. Spam, bullshit, dangerous links. If you're in public Wi-Fi,
You can
want
change
to
your
secure
location.
yourself. Surfshark VPN is the sponsor of Trilogy Media. We are honored. They're one of the very first sponsors that we ever had on our channel. Way back when we did the India investigation.
Oh yeah, we went to India. We've done a lot of stuff. Basically, surfshark.com/trilogy. Get that, and if you're gonna use that link, you're gonna get 4 months on the house.
There's a lot of VPNs to pick from. Having a VPN in general is just a good thing to do, especially if you use public Wi-Fi all the time. If you don't know what a VPN is, it's a virtual private network.
Oh, really?
It's basically just computer science degree, and you didn't learn that?
I thought it was someone's initials, but go ahead.
Wow.
If anyone will tell you, and I'm sure he has stories he can't share, but yes, cybersecurity is very important. It's only becoming more important. You should be browsing the web with a VPN. Surfshark is our choice. They sponsor us. We use them. We've been loyal customers ever since they first sponsored us. And it's super freaking affordable. And with one subscription, you can cover every single device that you have, unlimited devices. Not to mention they offer a 30-day money-back guarantee. So if you don't like it, you're guaranteed, but you're going to like it. We like it. If you trust us, then go fucking do it. Like, what are you waiting for?
You know what? It's one of those things. If you don't like it, then I'm gonna knock on your door and I'm gonna make you like it. But you still will live in America. 30 days, money back guaranteed.
And you get 4 extra months for free just by using our link, which is surfshark.com/trilogy. And the best part of all of this, it hasn't aired yet because we're recording this before. But if you're listening to this episode, we are 1 week into our latest video drop, which features a very explicit depiction of what it's like to hide yourself online with Surfshark VPN, including up to and including a 6'5" Russian in a shark costume.
It's
there. It's real.
there.
And
The
it's,
live before VPN and live after. So just get
so anyway,
Surfshark.
if you haven't seen the video, go. It's there. You'll
Go
see
do
it
it.
clip to fuck as well. We're gonna clip the shit out of
Clip
that
to
and post
fuck.
it on every platform.
How's your clip to fuck?
You'll
Ashton?
find out in a few days.
Clip
It
to
drops
fuck.
in 2
Clip to
days.
fuck.
Huh.
2 days from recording this, but you
That's an
all
episode in itself.
clip to fuck.
Yeah.
Clip to
Or
fuck.
Russian
Shark
shark.
attack. Clip to fuck.
Anyway, surfshark.com/trilogy. Get yourself a VPN. They're one of the best, one of the most affordable, and they sponsor Trilogy Media. So if you want them to know that we sent you, please use that link and you get 4 extra months for free on a
Love
house.
it. Love it.
Fucking
Love
go.
it. Do
Thank
it.
you, Surfshark.
Thank you. Okay. Clip to fuck. What the fuck? Clip to fuck.
It's like it's
Yeah.
gonna be clipped
It's gonna be clipped.
to fuck.
Yeah. You
Do you have a
fuck,
problem
then you
with
clip
that?
it and you put it. Yeah, that's called home
You
video.
haven't even
That's-
seen it,
That's called
actually.
home video, Ashton.
Oh, you haven't even seen it. I've seen it.
We can show it to Roger.
We can show it to Raja. Yes.
All right, what else we have? Because,
What?
I got one for you.
How much time do you have?
Did you say that you need to leave by 3:45?
If possible. What time is it?
3:36. No! 10 minutes. 10 minutes?
We can do. Yeah.
Are you
we can do
good?
10. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
well-
Yeah, we can do 10.
I'd like to get the details on the pizza delivery story.
Oh,
Remember that?
I only learned that last week.
Do you know what we're talking about?
Pizza delivery.
Do you remember when I wanted to get into this one particular casting office and I asked you to
I
dress up as a
remember now.
Domino employee?
From ex-CIA to delivering fake
Delivered
pizza.
pizza to casting.
I told this story. I'd love your input. I told it last week because it was just such a bro move. You just didn't give a fuck. I told you, look, I really want to get in. And like we came from a training like Joe Police and stuff of just thinking outside
That's
the box.
right.
And this was
Yep,
before
that's true.
DoorDash or any of that shit.
Yep.
You had to think outside the box to get in front of these people. And so I put my headshot under a lid
That's
of a Domino's
right.
pizza. And you didn't just dress up as a pizza delivery guy. We actually made a Domino's costume. We cut out a little Domino's thing for
Put on
your
the hat.
blue hat.
Yeah.
And
Yep.
you just did it. You didn't even ask why or how much do I get.
This is
you
how
just
brother
you just
is.
did it.
Yeah.
And I'll never forget that. And I didn't get the audition, so you fucked it up. But I'll never forget the intention.
He said I feel bad for you and gave him the pizza like ex-cast.
Man, I would have gone to Spielberg with that pizza, being like, "Son, you ain't getting a piece."
Either you booking my boy or you're not gonna have this
That's
pizza.
it,
So
dude.
I
Yep.
drove us there. You went in, and then you came back and told me what happened. But do you have any memory of how it has actually received? I remember it being a little awkward and not how we had envisioned, but it's funny nonetheless.
I think there was someone I had to get around
Uh-huh.
that made it like we weren't sure if they were going to actually deliver it and get it to the right person. But that was a little challenging. But like, I think the whole prep of it was awesome. Like just being like, hey, let's go do this, and just getting dressed up
Yeah.
and just going for it.
Yeah.
I remember that. But like, I think there was someone who kind of like looked at me and she was like, all right, like, are you for
this
real?
hole is so
Yeah,
artificial.
yeah, just kinda
The
looked at me,
uniform
Why
was-
does your domino on your hat have glue coming out of the corner
Why
of
is
it?
it like falling
Why
down a
did
little bit?
Why the glue is dripping on your forehead right now
Yeah.
from the domino hat?
I'm like, it's real. Just eat a piece.
Eat a dick.
Oh my God.
I forgot about that.
You know what the problem is about all of these? Regardless if whoever
the
fucked
fact that you
up,
didn't tell him that he's recording a
Right.
podcast, so we have
do you know with this guy
we'll have him back.
we need 5-6 hours
I know.
spent. We need a day, half a day.
Well, if we didn't scare you away too much, if you'll come back, we want to. We
Hey,
have
man,
we
all
would
about
love to have
quality,
you
man.
back.
Yeah.
We have so many questions about your present and future.
It's
Yeah.
3:39.
doing?
You have to leave when? 3:45.
Yeah, 3:45, 3:50. I can run.
3:47.
I will make up for this dinner
But
that
you
we're
thought-
supposed to
But you
celebrate
thought-
right
but
now.
you thought until an hour ago you were coming to take him out to dinner.
Yeah, but we were supposed to meet. I think 1:32, and
Yeah.
I thought, okay, 2 until 3:30. We go out to eat. We have a drink. We toast to the birthday.
Oh wow, great plan.
Happy birthday! Hey,
hey.
it is a dick. Talk to this
Oh
dick.
my
Hey,
God.
we're celebrating anyway.
We
Yeah.
are.
Well,
look how much memories we brought.
Look, I mean, we get asked all the time about our origins, and there are so many stories. So many stories.
So many stories.
Um,
We're gonna go home tonight and be like, oh, this, and that
I
also
know.
happened.
I
And
know.
that's
You
what
know?
we need to we need to map. We
so
need to
you didn't tell him we're recording a podcast, and you didn't tell me he had a time restriction. You just
I
fucked
just
everything
found out.
up.
I'll be
asked him,
booking
well-
the guests from now on.
Yeah. Wow,
Art is not
great.
allowed to book the guests anymore.
Fucked up or not, we conquered.
Wow.
We'll have you back 69 times. We're, as of right now, recording these weekly, but they're being released bi-weekly. So we
Twice
will.
a month.
We have endless stories to tell. And
And so many stories came from being us,
You know, I have to say, when we were in Redondo Beach, we were walking on the shore.
Mm-hmm.
You walked on from my building at the time, and I was paying $900 for a room, a bathroom, every day. Waking up, going to bed, I could hear the waves crash,
it's the
and I was paying
best.
$900 a month.
Wow.
And I had to leave because the commute was too much.
Yeah.
But me and Art were walking, and we were like, let's write this script, man. Let's do it. And I'm thinking in my own head, I'm like, fuck, man, I don't have writing experience, but let's write down ideas. And we worked on it for a while. Art was he was at a couple gigs. He was hustling, and he called me. And I remember the voicemail. He was just trying to say, hey, brother, like, let's get this script written fast, man. Figure it out. You know, think about the money, the Oscars, the women, right?
But you're gonna make less though, just so we're clear.
To be clear, $2 million less.
What an asshole! Such an asshole-ish thing to do.
And it was so brilliant. He called me, and all he said was, Raja, brother, just think, money, Oscars, pussies.
That's so accurate.
Yeah.
And this is bullshit.
That is accurate.
And then I was like, man,
Yes.
I was like, man, this is my brother, man. How fucking lucky am I, dude? You know?
100% accurate. Oh my
What are you
god.
talking about?
Ashton might try to find that voicemail.
You gotta find it, man. Oh my god.
He got you crying, dude.
God. So good. So fucking
We need to
good.
call G9 so he'll
Oh my god, go hack that shit.
AT&T. And get that voice recording.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, you're such a dick.
Dude, we got so many voicemails that were like on each end of the spectrum, right? You have some that are so heartfelt that'll make you be like, man, I got the strongest family ever, to like shit like that's kind of like, God, it feels good to be alive.
Woo! There's no better way to end it in with that. Well, now you have to promise us you come back soon, because I was hoping we'd have a lot more time, but that's okay. That's just going to start an eruption of questions and more
erections.
stories that we're going to want to tell. And maybe next time you'll have more than 15 minutes notice that you're going to be on a podcast, and you can think about it a little
But
bit.
even if we're here to celebrate my birthday, you put me in a box. You only get 90 minutes, baby. You never told me that I got limited.
Well, that's payback, because he got a $2 million demotion. So that's payback, motherfucker.
Oh my fuck.
Yes.
But like with y'all schedule, man, like if y'all ever have a window for like 2 or 3 hours, dude, I'm in, man.
Well,
like, you
we're
know,
going to be doing these every Monday. So
Because you know what? You know what? Money, Oscars, and pussies.
Sign me up.
fucking A.
Ryan is coming. Ryan is coming to this
Oh
party.
my god.
How crazy what these guys built. I mean, you met them years ago. Two broke bitches they were. And now...
It's the title of the first episode, right? Broke something.
Isn't it crazy what these guys have built, though, Raja? You know?
you know what?
Thanks,
It's
man.
crazy, but it's not, because you have to lay down your own path in this business.
You have to get laid.
So it doesn't surprise me, because if you have heart, you have talent, you have drive, you're going to do it anyway.
Yeah.
So I'm
Just a matter
proud
of
of them
time.
beyond, but I'm not surprised.
Yeah, thanks,
Yeah.
man.
No, seriously, same stuff. You're doing amazing. You have production company. You're doing movies. You travel international.
Where can
cannot
people
wait.
find you? If they want to see what you're doing, keep in touch with you. You're going to be back soon.
Yeah.
But
You
it's
know
not,
what,
it's
man?
not an option. You're going to be back soon.
So like right now, like if you guys were to check out touchalifeproductions.com,
Okay.
you'll just have an idea of me and Sabrina, my company partner, and some of the movies and series we have in development. But like, we have a couple things rolling that we can't talk about fully, but next time I come on, I can give you guys some details, and I'll have more information by then.
Cool. Love it.
But there's 4 things right now I'm really, really proud of.
Awesome. Touchalifeproductions.com.
yeah,
Social
yeah.
handles for you. If are you still?
You
Anything
know
you
what?
wanna share?
I've got one, just Instagram, Raja Deka 108.
At
if you
Roger
guys-
Deca
108?
108.
Yeah.
What happened? You added 108. It wasn't always 108.
Yeah, it was always 108.
Is that your body count,
108?
or what is the 108?
No.
I don't remember 108.
I don't remember 108.
Yeah,
I thought it was
yeah.
at Roger
You've been
Deca.
friends for 15
Yeah.
years. You 108?
You did add 108.
It's always 108.
Does it become
yeah.
109 after Friday, or it is 108? Oh my God! You just look at this Russian guy. 4 pictures ago, you posted this asshole.
Oh
Yeah.
my
Oh, that's
God.
great. Yeah,
That was Las Vegas. We have stories
so
in Las
many
Vegas.
stories, guys.
Yeah.
Remember these guys? Just like next time we bring in Gil.
Yes, yes. Oh my God! Can you imagine the 4 of us just talking?
No,
oh,
we have to.
fucking
I
A,
was
yeah.
thinking about him.
Yeah.
You know why? Because I need to show you something that I have about.
You know what's funny?
Make it quick, because he's got to go.
So you know what's funny? On the way here, I was gonna text Gil saying, "Hey, where are you training today? Come by. We're gonna go get lunch and have drinks.
Good thing you
You're gonna
did.
come join us. You know."
So far,
Any recollection?
so far, yeah. Gil Bronco's
This is
music
how
video.
he would draw my
yes. I gotta take a photo of that after we finish, man.
Yeah.
I love that, dude.
I
my God.
I know you need to go, but there is a last subject that I would love to present.
Yeah.
And let's make this finale, please.
Sure.
Okay?
Yeah.
All right. This is actually fucking no bullshit. If you're watching this, you better doing this. You must do this. Let's go back in time.
We don't have time for that.
Let's go back in time and remember when you, me, Ashton, and Shtick,
Oh yeah.
we started writing goals.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Did you introduce that idea that you must put due dates on your goals?
I don't know if I introduced it. I was a
talked about that, I
a
remember.
Talked about it.
proponent of that. Yes.
I remember coming to your apartment and all of a sudden I go to the bathroom and instead of stuff, I see goals everywhere. Mirror, fridge, toilet, wherever you go. And I was like I write my goals, but I haven't seen expiration due dates by 4, 6 months, 1 year, right? So you said, Ashton on whatever, right? We started doing this and I was like, I want to do that too. So we all started doing together. And I actually, when I was going through a lot of stuff, I printed this in your apartment.
Oh wow. I remember that one. I had that up too. I had the same
5-year goals.
That was the system. That was the
was the
exact
system
system.
deadline. June
And I think I even typed
Yes,
it
you did.
for you. Yeah.
Yes, you did. Goal number 1, win an Academy Award. An Oscar in a leading role, Art Kulik. Buy my parents' retirement home on the beach. Goal number 3, be a series regular in Emmy-winning sitcom. Profit. Tell me, I even put here $10 million.
Hey, we're the lucky 8, man.
Yeah, you like it.
Motherfuckers.
Star alongside with Denzel Washington. Get married and have 5 kids.
How's it going?
I get married.
Thank you all so much for listening, for watching. Make sure to check out Raja Deka. Leave a comment below if you want to see him back. Thank you very much.
Of course.
For trading your birthday dinner with Art to do this with us. And
birthday lunch.
yes, and
to be continued.
And
for the
wherever you're
birthday
going
lunch.
after this, you can tell them we're sorry you're late.
Do you know what I get for my birthday from Ashton?
Can you say it on camera?
Ashton, tell me what you got for me
You're
from
not
you.
one to talk. One year you got me soap.
You just answer the question.
What?
What did you give me for birthday?
I can't say publicly.
No, yes, you can.
I'm just kidding. Well, why don't you just make the point that you're trying to make?
No, because it's like great English. So he got a scooter for himself for my birthday for him. That I paid 50%.
We can show you.
Because it's for our videos. Anyway, I got a scooter, but
But he's getting $2 million less, buddy.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
You know,
pay disparities and make up for it. That's what you get. It's karma's a bitch. Thanks again, as always, for listening. Of course, as always, welcome to
Trilogy Media Podcast. Let's go. Thank you for listening.
See you guys next time.
Bye.